Hey everybody, how's it going? Slim Anthem here, and this is Anthem News. You guys might know something a little bit different about me this week, and that is because I decided to change up my looks just a bit, just see how it goes. At least trying it out for today. I slicked my hair back, so trying something a little bit different. Probably won't stick, but we'll see how it goes. And also got new glasses. Yeah, I finally went to the store and got me a new pair. It's been so long since I've done that because my last frames that I've had them since my sophomore year of high school. So really, ever since I first started YouTube is when I had that pair of frames. So I've had those frames for almost no, not 3.5, almost 7.5 years. Yeah, so I've had them for quite a while, but yeah, finally I get a pair of glasses that fits me a little bit better than the previous pairs that I've had. So, yeah, I'm still kind of getting used to it because my last pair of glasses, the frames were a little small on me, but I'm thinking that this pair is gonna do pretty good. It'll take some getting used to, but I like them. I think they look fine. Yeah, it's just gonna take some time getting used to it. But I hope you guys are all doing pretty well. This week is Thanksgiving, so I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. I know that a lot of people are back and forth trying to figure out like what to do for Thanksgiving because a lot of people discourage people from gathering in groups and celebrating Thanksgiving. But honestly, if you want my opinion, just do whatever you want. Like, just be mindful, be safe, but if you want to gather with people for Thanksgiving, go do it. I mean, I don't think it's anybody's place to say if you could gather for Thanksgiving or not. I mean, I consider Thanksgiving a time to be with loved ones and celebrate life, be thankful for all that you've been given. I consider Thanksgiving a pretty religious moment because Thanksgiving is a time not only just to be thankful for each other, but to be thankful for God. I mean, you should always be thankful to God every day, but I consider it a very special day. And yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna meet with my family. I'm just not gonna have a bunch of people at my house for the holiday. It's not like I can anyway because I have to work. So I've been working midnights at my work. So I've been on a pretty weird sleep schedule for the past month and a half. So really it's going to be, instead of like an early dinner, like how Thanksgiving is every year, for me, it's just going to be more of a actual Thanksgiving dinner. So it'll be a nighttime before I can actually get to celebrate, because usually when I come home after I get off of work is I go to sleep and then I wake up in the evening. And will be nice this weekend is I'll actually get to see my brother and my dad again. My brother's coming into town from Kansas City, and my dad's gonna fly in that weekend from Florida to see me. So I'll be excited to see them again because it's been a while. As for YouTube, I know that last time I did an Anthem News, I briefly talked about Black Ops Cold War, but that was like before it was released. And I feel like I can make a pretty fair judgment now because I've seen quite a bit of videos on YouTube I've seen people playing zombies, multiplayer, and the campaign. And all in all, not very fond of this Call of Duty. It looked like it would be somewhat interesting when I first saw the trailers for the game. In fact, I was almost kind of hopeful that it was going to be good. But after watching people play, I'm not too crazy about it. Like, it's kind of hard to explain the multiplayer, but there's just something about it that just seems off. And I'm sure it's going to get better as time goes by, because they'll have, I'm sure Treyarch is going to make patches for the game, make it better and all that. But I just don't like the animations, I guess, and I feel like they just kind of half-assed it when it came to developing the game. Like, I feel like they could have done a better job. Zombies just seems ridiculous. Like, I'm more of a fan of the simplistic version of zombies. I mean, Black Ops 3 was kind of too much, but at least I was able to, like, there were some aspects of it I was able to, like, wrap my head around, like, okay, this isn't too bad. But, like, Black Ops 3 was kind of, like, pushing it. This game, there's, like, so much going on the screen that when I'm watching people play, I can't even focus on what's going on because there's just too much going on. The campaign seems pretty cool. I find that kind of interesting. I thought it had a good story. I watched people play it. It kind of reminded me of Black Ops 1 in a way. The thing that I'm not crazy about, though, is that there's a lot of missing dialogue in that game, which I felt like they could have spent more time working on. Like, for example, for most of the game, you play as a character called Belle, and instead of, like, the character having lines that he can say or she say, because you can choose what to name Belle. Belle's just like an alias. You can choose your name and, like, your gender and all that stuff. It's also kind of controversial that they would add a non-binary gender into that game, because I feel like male or female would have been fine. But the fact that they want to get political about that, and the game takes place in the 1980s, come on. Like, it's like the game developers were actually trying to stir up the pot there. So it would have been better just to leave that out. Or at least just keep the character one gender or whatever. Well, anyway, so every time you encounter someone, there's, like, multiple. It's one of those games kind of like Black Ops 2 where there's multiple different endings and you can make multiple different choices throughout the game. And there's points in the game where Belle gets to talk to somebody and you get to choose between a list of options of, like, what you want to say to this person. I feel like they could have at least voiced the dialogue for that, because as soon as you click on it, like, as soon as you click on the option, instead of, like, Belle saying it, it just goes straight to, like, the response of, like, what the person you're talking to says. So you'll kind of see what I mean when you get into the game, but it just kind of seems awkward. It's definitely new in the fact, like, I think that's the first Call of Duty game where you pick between a bunch of different options as to what you want to say to somebody. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, it's a pretty good story for the most part. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed about a few things about the campaign, but all in all, it's a typical Call of Duty campaign, so it's all right. I guess another couple things that I was kind of disappointed about is that Treyarch couldn't bring back the same voice actors for Alex Mason and Frank Woods. Sam Worthington voiced Alex Mason in the past Black Ops games. I can't remember the voice actor for Frank Woods, but he wasn't brought back in this one. It was some other guy. So I was kind of disappointed about that because I really wanted to see those two people in the game again. And also, it frustrates me that they keep changing the voice actor for Hudson every time. Like, I get it that Ed Harris and Michael Keaton, they have better things to do, and they're not cheap to hire. But I wish they could have kept, like, at least the same voice actor for most of those Black Ops games, because it's a different voice actor every Black Ops game. And what was I? Oh yeah, and I was kind of hoping there'd be a little bit more of a backstory for Mason and Woods, like something talking about their experiences, something talking about like unanswered questions that we all have, like what's Woods been up to, like a little bit more about his capture after he presumably died trying to save Mason from Krashenko in the first Black Ops. And then I was kind of hoping that we'd hear a little bit more about Alex Mason. Like, does he have a son at this point? I think in the game he actually does. He's probably very young though. What is Mason's wife? Because we still don't know who his wife is. I don't know if we'll ever know. And yeah, like I would like to know a little bit more about Adler's backstory and all that, and what happens at the end in like the canon ending of the game, because there's multiple different endings. What actually happens at the end of that scene? I don't want to spoil what happens. But yeah, that's kind of my view of the Black Ops Cold War. Yeah, I don't really plan on getting the game. If I do end up playing it, it's probably going to be because like someone bought it for me or I win it in a contest or something. Because I saw that there's a contest going on for like a free PS5, so I entered into that just to see if I could win. I don't have any hopes of winning it, but it'd be pretty funny if I ended up winning it. So I figured, why not? What I think is kind of interesting though is in Modern Warfare. So tonight, so today's the 22nd, I believe. It should be a Monday. Today is technically the last day of Season 6. So the season should end by noon Pacific time, I think. So the season should be ending pretty soon in the next few hours. And then after that, I don't think there's any more content coming out for Modern Warfare. And I heard that they finally messed with like the download for the game. So now it's all kind of condensed, because for a while they kept tacking on update after update and it would build up as more storage space needed. But I think they finally condensed that down into like one thing. So that's good. But I've heard rumors that next month in December, they are going to be incorporating a shared leveling system between Modern Warfare, Black Ops Warzone, or Black Ops Cold War, and Warzone. So I don't know how that's going to play out, because I think next month is when Black Ops Cold War begins like their first season for like their battle pass in that game. So I don't know if we're going to unlock anything new for Modern Warfare, but what I'm planning on doing is finishing up the season, see if I can win a couple extra tiers and complete an extra few tiers in the game. And then I'm going to take a break for a bit until I hear a little bit more, like if there's going to be anything about Modern Warfare that's new coming out. And if they end up doing it, I'll check it out and see if I can unlock any new stuff. But yeah, if they're pretty much done making new content for the Modern Warfare game, then I'll probably just start playing other Call of Duties that I've never yet finished, or games that I really liked and I would like to play again, because I've been thinking a lot about World War II lately, and I really love that Call of Duty game. It was probably one of my top 3 favorites, and I would like to go back and try to complete the rest of the weapons, like leveling them up, because I haven't finished all of them yet, so I would like to go back and get that done at some point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got to share for this week. I'm looking forward to, like I said, I'm looking forward to spending time with my family, getting to see them all again. And I may start decorating around here, around my house early, because I kind of just want to be done with 2020. So I'm going to go to the store and probably buy some stuff, some Christmas decorations and all that. So that way I have that to look forward to for the rest of the year. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got, guys. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. As always, please subscribe to my channel, leave a like, comment if you'd like to see any future videos that you have in mind, any ideas that you'd like to share with me. But I hope you guys have a happy and safe Thanksgiving, and I look forward to talking to you guys later. See ya.